Hi, this is Jack Westman for ESEAnews.com here in Jönköping, Sweden at DreamHack Winter 2012. Joining me this time is Nathan NBK Schmidt from Team VeryGames, who have just finished top of their group, Group C, here with an undefeated record of 3 wins, 0 losses. How does it feel playing here in DreamHack, first of all? VeryGames have been to DreamHack before, but that was like 2009. It was a very different team. So how does it feel to be here at this kind of the first major CSGO tournament?
Well, actually, it's just insane. I personally never been to the biggest LAN of the world, and I just came here, saw the big stages, saw the big scenes and everything. I was like, wow, so amazed. So yeah, everything's really awesome here.
Yeah, it's a very impressive event. Right, talking about your group stage results a little bit. You had Absolute Legends, Hawks and 3D Max in your group. Beat Absolute Legends 16-11, Hawks 16-12, and then kind of blew out 3D Max, I think 16-3, something like it was very close at the end, right? Was that kind of as expected? Do you expect the group to be as it turned out, or did you expect to maybe beat some of the teams by a larger margin?
Well, actually, we know the 3 teams very well. We practiced against them many times. And we knew that Hawks would probably be better on LAN than on the internet because it's a Finnish team, 1.6 team. Yeah. And we know that they are based on LAN, so we just took games 1-1, and that's basically what we did. We started with 16-11 against Absolute Legends. Yeah. That was really a tough match because it was our first one. Yeah, that was pretty tough. They played really great. Yeah. So now, I wouldn't say that we expected to finish top 1, but we just played our games like 1-1, and finally we managed to top the first place, so that's good.
Yeah, okay. So obviously competition so far has been relatively straightforward. So for the next question, just kind of ignore NIP, right? Forget about NIP. Who are your competition going forwards? Who are you wary of? What are the threats as you go through to the elimination bracket? Like I said, everybody apart from NIP for now.
Yeah, it's okay. I would say Copenhagen Wolves, we know them from Counter-Strike Source. Yeah. They are a really excellent team. They're really playing really great together. For the other teams, I think that Targadown are going to be a real threat as well, because they have been boot camping for almost 1 month now. Yeah. So I mean, 6 weeks. Actually, it should be pretty obvious that their game start and their gameplay is good. I expect them to do great. I think Team Dynamic didn't come here to lose, so I think they're going to give everything, and I expect to fade them, and I expect to be a really close match.
Okay, so there are a lot of good teams here, basically. Yeah. So now let's go and talk about Ninjas in Pyjamas a little bit, because you lost them at DreamHack Valencia. That is how you pronounce Valencia, by the way. I don't have a lisp. You've lost them at ESWC as well. You came second. It seems like they're putting up this hurdle for you guys that you can never quite get past, or you haven't for the last few events. Is it kind of a thorn in your side to never be able to quite top them? And what is it going to take for you to beat them at this event?
I wouldn't say that they can't be beat, because obviously they've shown weakness, especially on the internet. Yeah. So there are weaknesses, and our main point is just to use them as good as we can, and basically play against ourselves, because we did so many mistakes, especially at the ESEA and Dust 2. Even on train, we should have won so many much more rounds and basically win the map, but we failed to do it. So I mean, yeah, we just played quite badly. I don't really know what to say. Yeah, no. They're an excellent team. No point out of that. They have excellent aimers, players, tactics, everything. Yeah. But I think they're not unreachable. We can really fight against them.
Okay. So obviously it's only been 2 weeks since you last played them at a major LAN. How much? That's not very long, right? Have you had a chance to make any major changes to prepare for them this time around? I mean, how much can you do in 2 weeks?
Well, actually, it's true that you cannot really change your game style. Yeah. The thing is that we have like really many tactics, and we can change our game style because we've been playing for quite a long time now. Yeah. So we just try to focus on our weaknesses, for example, communication, the clutches, the way we play them, and just fixing these little problems. I mean, quite huge though, but just fixing that, I think it could really make a real difference and change the way of the game.
Yeah, okay, sure. And another point you mentioned before, just going kind of back to NIP, there are a lot of hybrid teams here. So, teams that have mixed 1.6 players in with Source players. Obviously, you guys have stayed all Source up until this point. Do you think bringing 1.6 players in to a Source team gives people an advantage over you? Is it better to be a hybrid in Global Offensive than it was in previous Counter-Strike games?
I think at the beginning making a new team with both 1.6 Constructors players is quite good because you can mix Construct 1.6 tactics, which is really slow, really... Yeah. They just take their time and they analyze the tactics and they just do whatever they want, pretty much. And having both point of views, I think it's really, really, really strong in the first side. Yeah. But if you look probably in 1 or 2 years, they're gonna... Once Construct Source teams or 1.6 teams will have the our game's tactics, yeah. I think it's going to be really tight because we're going to have a much better team play because we're going to play for 1 year more than them together. Okay. So I guess, yeah, obviously it's really impressive to see a mix of both of them because you can mix all the game styles and basically it just makes it really awesome. Okay. And even as a spectator, really exciting to watch. So I think mixing both is a really good thing. But I think it's not gonna change everything in the future because it's still a new game and everyone can just master the game as much as they want. Okay,
so you think it's going to balance out in the end?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I know you guys are looking to head off pretty soon, so I'll wrap things up. Just very briefly. About a week ago, Valve nerfed the Molotov, and obviously they're very engaged with updating Global Offensive and things like that. I know you guys have given them feedback as well, right? VeryGames have kind of had input. Previously, you were VeryGames had a reputation as if you play VeryGames on Nuke, they will just Molotov you and you will not beat them, pretty much, because you guys are very strong on Nuke and the Molotov is a huge advantage. Now that the Molotov has been nerfed a little bit and it does less damage, it's less valuable, does that kind of nerf you as a team? Does that make you weaker, or can you adjust to play around that, I guess?
Yeah, you can basically adjust the play because if you look at the game, especially against 3D Max, we didn't throw one single Molotov, and that doesn't really change anything at our game style. But obviously, it was a really good advantage when you just know how to master them and how to use them in special situations. But I wouldn't say that doesn't really change anything because, I mean, there's still other grenades. You can just use everything you want, switch tactics and so on. So that was just an advantage, nothing more. We couldn't really play without them. And since the beginning of the LAN, I don't think that many people threw Molotovs. They just became kind of useless.
Okay, cool. So no worries then, as far as Molotovs are concerned?
No.
Okay, lastly but not least, any shout-outs?
Yeah, so first I would like to thank you for watching the interview and all our fans who are sponsoring, following us.
American fans, yeah.
American fans, everyone in the world. It's always good. Thank you for the interview. Yeah, and last but not least, I would like to thank my sponsors, Team Razer in general, and Team VeryGames for all the support they gave us, humanly, and just everything they gave us.
Okay. Nathan, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. And stay tuned to ESEAnews.com for full coverage of DreamHack Winter as it continues throughout the weekend. Thank you very much.